Hey y'all, welcome to Messy Missy Creates. It's Melissa. I am just working in my journal. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Shock-a-rooney, huh? What am I going to do today? I am just kind of filling in some gaps, and I have printed out, I have a new, I became a patron again of someone, and in the journal community. February and June, and I've printed out a few of her printables. This is not all of them by any means, and I'm going to use some of them. I've also printed out some things that, just some clip art and pictures and things like that I'm going to use. So my goal is to fill up my refill. I try to do this at the beginning of the month, but for some reason, if you watch my last video, it's the 10th today, and that seems like the beginning of the month for me. I don't know why I have such a slow start to the months, but I do. So there's that. And anyhow, this was, today is Wednesday, the 10th, and we did a live for our Inspired to Create week 2. Yeah, I think it's week 2. Anyway, the word of the week was mother. I have not put the word or my items down. I have them written down because when we do the live, we let you pick. And seriously, the ideas just pour through. So I was trying to write them all down, and I needed a bigger space than what would fit on my journal. So I'm going to have to rewrite it and put it somewhere on here. But I have something else to add to today, and it's, well, literally near and dear to my heart. Let's see. Anyway, I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm just going to start cutting as I talk, because if not, we'll be here all day. So, doing the usual things, doing some laundry, doing all those fun things. I'm home today. And I can say that now as it's a good thing. Before, that was kind of a, home again. But now that I can do more things, obviously I enjoy my time at home a whole lot more. So, let me get out my little garbage bag here. And anyway, just cutting out some basic chore clip art just to kind of refill my my little pouches here. So doing a little bit of that and a little bit of journaling today. So just kind of buckle in and hang on and listen if you're crafting along, or if you're watching, that's great too. However whatever works best for you. I am just grateful that you're here. So, as I do this, I also did a little bit, again, it's almost the middle of the month and I haven't done my calendar. But anyway, I just want to put these in my little chore bucket. I mean, almost literally I could put these on every day, right? Don't we do laundry and all the things almost every day? Oh, I missed some. I think, I did, what did I do? I've been saying that I was going to whittle down have you ever been doing that and you actually cut into your hand? That hurts, by the way. Just thought I would tell you that if you didn't know. I have some of these little grocery bags. I have some that are really cute, that are recreations that Brooke did, but I don't have any on hand right at the moment. So anyway, I had this activities and it was overflowing. So I was having a nice chat the other day, and I took the opportunity to kind of divide up some of my things. So I have places, that's garden. I divided up my journal stuff, volunteer stuff. So I think all of this was in this one activities. Well, not the garden, but all the rest of this was in this one activities thing, and it was getting way too full. So, but I think I'm going to put the grocery bags in activities, not chores, because that's kind of an activity, although it's also a chore. Anyhow, blah, 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 right? But I've spent the last half hour looking for my label maker, because I was also going to label them so that I can remember what they are without having to dig through them. Do you think I can find it? No. How do you lose something that big, you might ask? Extra special talent. That's all I can say. It's about this big. You know, you'd think you would not misplace something like that, but I can. And the thing is I know I'm staring right at it. Or, you know, I remember the last time I used it. It's been several weeks. I mean, heck, who am I kidding? It's been a couple months ago. When did I do those? Because the last thing I did with it was when I labeled these. So that had to have been, I don't know, was it January, February, something like that? So, who knows? The other thing is, it could very well be in, when I find it, I'm going to go, duh, I put it here so I wouldn't lose it. So usually when I can't find something, that means it's put away in a very logical place that most anybody else would think to look in, but yeah, not me, because I always assume I leave something out, because 9 times out of 10 I do. Okay. What did I do with... There it is. Okay. I got to go to the thrift store yesterday. And I drove. But you see this page is very full, right? Because when we were doing the live, we did the live on Sunday. If you missed it, you can go back and watch the replay. This one is on my channel. And I think Allison and I are going to, you know, switch back and forth. You know, how we do that. Or, you know, her channel one time, mine one time. Because you can only post a live to one person's channel. So that is kind of a down, you know, one downfall to it. But we have fun on them, and I hope that you do too. And I was cutting over my little trash bucket, sorry. But, so today is very full because I did a 2-page spread. And it seemed like a good idea at the time. Except then I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to do anything on Wednesday because I have no journal space. And, oh, by the way, if you're wondering, the word was mother, and I chose mint and oxides, so the distressed oxide inks, and T was typing paper. Had an old typing book. I know that's not technically typing paper, but we all voted. It was close enough. So H was happy. So they looked, this mother and daughter, I'm assuming, looked happy. And they're on the beach. If they're not happy, then I'm so sorry. But anyhow, the E is earrings. These were earrings that I glued because her ears weren't showing, so I glued them as flowers in her hair. And ruler. Oh, the E is effervescent. So this is like sparkling water. And R was ruler. So that is how we came to that double page spread. And I was planning on just doing this and leaving this kind of open to journal on with the typing paper in the background, but that did not work. So I do have one or two things to journal, but definitely one for today. So I'm going to make kind of a little flip out. And today is a year ago that I almost lost my husband. And he had a heart attack a year ago today. So I am standing in gratitude for having him for another year. And he had 100% blockage, and it was very serious. And we were both very scared. And yep, so I figured I have this little heart that says help, because his heart needed some help that day. And luckily we, fortunately, gratefully, whatever word you want to use, we got him the help that he needed in time, right? So this is just my remembrance of the day, I guess. So I have some choices. Well, I have lots of choices, but I've narrowed down to a couple of choices. Something to use as a flip out. I kind of wanted to get him cut out to see what, and then this page is going to be kind of done. I did have a video chat with a friend this morning, and I thought if I can do it big enough, I would put a little video screen or a, phone screen up for a video chat. I had some big ones picked out, none that I'm like over the moon about, but this one certainly would work, but I don't know if I want one that big. Yeah, I don't know. So this says one last thing. I don't think I really like that. Oh, I think because it had a blank back, I thought if I put the picture or something on the front and then, this one was okay. Forget Me Not, yeah. Happy ending, that definitely applies. Too soon to say goodbye was not, it's getting canned, because that was not the mojo I was going for. I was going for more the happy ending theme. So I can do this right here and just leave this happy ending, and then that might work. But then I found these smaller ones, and I think I like these better. There's one with just hearts on it, which obviously would work, but not over the moon about it. You are my better half. Well, that certainly explains it, doesn't it? And that looks cute on there, and then I can just write a little blurb right here. I think that might be a winner, because it works on the front and the, the size-wise, and journaling space, that kind of thing. This one, like this, we go together. Says, you are the best part of my day. It probably should say, well, I don't know. It's okay. All right. I don't like the placement of this because it covers up, it just says you're part of my day. All right. So this one, listen up, because that's kind of what we had to do, right? And it doesn't hide much of the actual page. And yes, I'm putting a lot of thought into this, but don't we all? And this says, you and me equals we. I'm actually thinking this one works better. X's and O's, you're my better half. Yeah, this one wins. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know which one you were rooting for, but this one definitely won. I liked the you and me, or the other one. I liked that one, but it just wasn't going to give me a whole lot of room. I don't know. I didn't like this placement, just works. So that's what I'm doing. And then I probably won't add, like I said, if I can find, I didn't print one in this last printing. Let me see if I can scooch him up a little bit more. There we go. So, wondering if I should put a little loop-de-doo tab there. I'll find some washi that works. Kind of like that. Wow, can I get that lucky on the first go? Usually I have to, you know, really sit with something for a while before I can make that call, but I think that might work. So I'm going to, I would like to go ahead and write it before, nah, I'll wait. I can just put it on with, pardon my reach. Uh-oh. Put some clear tape on it, and then I can put the washi. Alrighty. I know that probably doesn't go with this page exactly, but it's okay. It doesn't all have to, you know, doesn't all have to be matchy-matchy and... Oh. So how are you doing? Hope you're all doing well. I've got lots of comments that y'all are all so wonderful and so sweet. And I've got lots of comments that I need to still reply to. So I just know that I have seen them, I have read them, and I have appreciated them. And I am, I am going to respond to each and every one of you. And I can't thank you enough. So, there we go. I have that. May put a... I already said that once, didn't I? So why don't I just go ahead and do it? Just do it. If you hear some noise, I almost put it together before I had it on the thing. Yeah, the thing. Anyway, if you hear any racket, it's about the time I came in here to journal and video. We've got some people out here tree trimming on our property. So they're getting down some, you know, because we're about to come into hurricane season. So, you know, any loose limbs and whatnot that you have, it's always a good idea to, you know, to get them cut down before they get blown into your house or your roof or something like that. So that's what we're doing. And all right, so that page is done-ish. When I go through my clip art, if I find one that has the little video thing, I'll put that down here somewhere. I might put it here, but if not, I'll just write it in the, you know. Okay, so if you watch the live, let's see, watch this. 5, 6, 7, 8, oh yeah, 10. What happened to 9, you asked? Well, guess what? It's after 10 this month. If you watch the live, you know I was really struggling with my days. And I don't usually put them on ahead of time or anything like that, but I did. And yeah, so I'm going ahead to work in the day before. Oh, there's one day I can finish kind of quickly. Let me do that because this is last Wednesday. I just had not printed out a picture of the card I made. And I didn't want to... I didn't want to put the card in here. So I took a picture. And I had printed out a small one. Ooh, okay. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Oh well, that's gonna have to work. Anyway, I didn't want to put the card in here because I want to use it, right? So I'm just going to glue this in here. I had done a little bit of background. On the live, we were just chatting after we got done, and we, we're just kind of working in our journals a little bit. So I had the stencils and the ink out. So I went ahead and I was debating on making that. Yeah, I can make that a pocket. Oh, yes, I can. If I can glue let me see if I can glue it down right this time. Okay, so I don't want this side. I thought that was such a neat trick. I heard Allison doing that, and yeah, I wanted to tell you about it, and I was like, oh, I learned this neat trick, and bam, right out of the gate, I still managed to glue the wrong side. You know, she showed us a trick, or wherever she got it from, but anyway, showed us a trick about how, you know, put your finger on the side that you don't want to glue. And it makes perfect sense. But for some reason, I still didn't, you know. Let's see. Okay, I'll leave that hanging out like that. I may go back and put a little tab on it. Certainly don't have to. That one was Fiesta. If you haven't watched the first, any of the Inspired to Create, I need to print off. That's what I need to do. I need to print off that, you know, this that I have, the Inspired to Create. I need to print that off and make little clip art so that I can, you know, have the hashtag on the page, so I don't have to keep getting that one down. Was there something else? Yes, there was one more picture. Oh, that was when I visited a new friend, and she had made us a lemon blueberry bundt cake, and it was the cutest little bundt cake ever. And now I can take that sticky note off, so I can put this right here and I can write it. Cutest little bundt cake ever. And so, and it was very, very good. So she had, you know, just some, we just went mid-morning, I think. So she had us a little snack and some tea, and that was very, very sweet. Alrighty. So, hey, I remembered. So there's one. Now that's just, I've already written this one. I went back and wrote this. I put ledger paper on the back of this, made it a tag. I have a little cardboard tab. I can make that, but I don't think I need to. I wrote that about the dentist and all the things, and this, and yeah. I never did think of anything else to put here, so I'll just write about my in-laws' 60th anniversary was that day. So, and there was the little bunny. I did find out today, I found out that they're going to be ready in about 2 weeks. So I have to make a decision pretty quick. But they're so cute. So, I'm not sure what else I did this day. Let me find out. Oh, I talked to my daughter, and I worked on my journal. I did the garden. I made a video, and I cooked. So there, boom, all on one day. Well, now how to represent all that. Well, here's some garden. I don't know how big of a garden. Oh, I've got some more. Look. Oh, I know what. I think I made soup that day. And this goes on yesterday. Actually going to do yesterday first, because I know more specifically what I did. So I'm just going to leave those there. But I wanted to get that glued on because I knew that was a thing. I cannot wait until tomorrow because I will be done with my backwards pages. So yesterday, what did I do? Oh, I had a doctor's appointment. and I went to the, met with my friend, and we went to the nursing home to visit our lady. Did we ever come up with a name for our lady yet? I haven't, but let's see. I think I like this one better. Just throw that in there. And I don't know what day we did this. It's all right. I know what day I did this. Let's see, where is Friday? There we go. Oh, I already had plenty of stuff on Friday. So I know last night we worked on our blueberry plants. He had built this trellis. If you can see that. We did that 2 weekends ago, I think. And we, I actually did that today too. So I might have to put that under there. Anyway, so we worked on getting those trellised up. They start laying over, and then you got to kind of tie them up to the, I didn't take a picture of after the fact, but anyway, so I want it to represent that. And I think that's all the garden stuff. I went to the, I thought this was funny. It says, I think this was yesterday. It says chickens have stopped crossing the road. You know why? Now they call an Uber. Or a Uber. I thought it was funny. So, a little chicken humor for the day. All right. So we got this and this and this. I was going to do a video on organizing my stuff. I cannot believe I can't find my label maker. This really throws me off doing it on, especially doing it as far in advance as we did it. This was the day that we did the live. And I had this typing paper. If you didn't watch the live, it shows correct posture for typing. And I had one of those old typewriter books. If you took typing in high school or college, you had the real tall book that you flipped over the stand. Yes, we've already had this conversation. I showed my age, but you know, it is what it is. By the time I got to college, they had these little machines in there. I didn't know what they were, and they were computers. So that's where the transition was, I guess. So let's see, back to yesterday. And after the last video, or in the last video, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I am just getting my clip art because I printed a bunch of it out. So I'm just kind of getting my clip art in place. And I went to, I already cut out the thrift store and the Drove. And that was good enough. So, oh, the doctor. Oh, we went to see our lady, and she's getting out this week. So I'm very happy about that. And I had the one I wanted to use right on top. There we go. I saw my neurologist, and she is so sweet. Well, she and her PA. They're both so very sweet. I did a big cart this time. Because I did a good bit of driving. I drove myself. Okay, so this doctor's office is in the same hospital as my PT was. So I can go the same back roads to this doctor's office, but it's in a different end of the hospital that you can't park close to. So this was the first time I had ever driven myself to this clinic, you know, part of the hospital. And like the main hospital has the valet, and this side does have a shuttle, and it was raining. But, and when you park, it not only is a long walk to the door, even the handicap spot are on the other side of a duck pond. So you have to actually walk down this boardwalk, and back is down a hill, up a hill. And I was pretty sure I wasn't going to be able to do that. But I'm not going to do a background. I think I'm going to have a lot of clip art on it, and I'll fill in the gaps if I want some color on it afterwards. So, anyway, so I did find, I pre-planned, and they have a number to the shuttle that you can call. Usually the shuttle comes around, and you don't have to call them, but, you know, usually you just see them out there, and they'll just, you know, you flag them down, and they come whenever, you know, wherever you need them. And okay, that doesn't have to go on that day, but it could. So, I might put it on the day before. Anyhow, so I drove to that appointment, and then I went to, just had my sticker. Here we go. Let me find my, there we go. They still make you screen for that awful stuff. And where did, oh, I hope I can find my label soon, or my label maker soon. Well, I can use that one. Anyway, we went to visit her, and then we went to lunch. So I actually had a good bit of stuff to put on this day. Well, I had a little thing for the place that we went. Here we go. I think I can cut it off of this. I did not ask them for another children's menu this time because I knew I had this. My friend said, so you gonna ask her for another kids menu? I'm like, no, I won't. I think it might embarrass her. No, she just likes to give me a hard time. There. Well, actually there. Looks like clouds in the sky. So, anyway. So we went to visit her first because they had an activity. We were going to have lunch first, and then I talked to her, and she said they were having an activity, so could we come before a certain time? And I said, sure. And so we went straight there after my appointment. And let's see. Let's see if I can pull this up and kind of overlap this a little. Of course, I can cut this bottom part off. Not that important. Dang it, I want this car on here because I was right proud of myself. All right, the car is going there. I want it right in the middle. So I did really well. It was raining. It was kind of the first time I had driven in the rain. Well, not the first time ever in my life, but it was, you know, since all this happened and I've started driving again. It's the first time. There was one day that I got caught somewhere. I was working the clinic, I think, and I got kind of caught out in the rain. But the rain had stopped by the time, you know, I left there. So it was wet, but it wasn't still currently raining. So there we go. Ta-da! And then I can add, you know, a little color if I want. And then my journaling. But I certainly don't have to. Then I went to Denny's. We had a pretty full day yesterday. And so Tuesdays tend to be my lots of things day. But I like to have things that I'm doing, I like to schedule them, you know, on the same day so that I have a couple of days that, you know, I get to stay home. Or it's not just the staying home, it's the not having to be somewhere at a certain time. And, you know, I mean, I can still go somewhere. I just don't, I tend to get more done at home if I can stay home. Like one day a week. So, between trying to juggle gardening, and gardening's getting really busy, you know, trying to do that, and then journal and videos, and, you know, for those of you who have full-time jobs and do all the things, I don't know how you do it. Okay, so this morning, I came in here. Last night I cut off, because I got a couple of tank tops at the thrift store, and you know, I was happy to find them, just to work around the garden and stuff like that. And I was tickled to death to find some. I had 3 different color little tags I had cut off, and I came in here and I stuck them to a piece of tape and set them right here so I'd have them for my journal. Do you think they're right here? No. So they are probably stuck to the back of something. Oh, okay. Anyway, but one of them got loose, so it's not a big deal, but it just aggravated me because, you know, I went to the trouble of getting it. I'm going to get that little ring that I showed y'all, that has, I actually put my washi tape back up, believe it or not. Let's see. Sorry about the wait. It takes me a minute to get across the room. And I meant to leave this out here. Just, these are those little thin, and they all say something or have arrows, or, you know, they're specifically for planners or journals or something like that. Let's see. I guess I should face them the right way. Happiness is believing in unicorns. Less Monday, more coffee. Forever brunch friends. Yeah, I probably need to put that. Wasn't really brunch, but hey, it fits, right? It'll divide up the space anyway. That's not what I was looking for, though. Let's see. Something doesn't run my... Let's see. Oh, my mascara doesn't run, and neither do I. Okay. Well, right now I have cheap mascara, and it does run. And I don't like it. Best day ever. I don't know if it was best day ever, but you know what? I'm just going to use one of these. How do you know when it's the best day ever? I guess you just don't have to, I don't know. Well, it tore. I've had this washi tape for a while. All I was going to do was put this little washi right there. That was an awful lot of work for a little bit of fluff. So anyway, so did the thrift store, came home, and oh, it had quit raining and everything, all the things by then. But anyway, do I want some color on this page or no? I have markers. I can think about it. All that's going to do is make a bump in this journal. It's going to drive me nuts, but maybe I'll find the other two. And let's see, you know, I did this morning. Well, let's go back. Or, oh, I know what I'm going to do. Even though I made my flowers, or my printables for this week, I was going to show you. And this is not like the current month printables. This is just some back months. When you become a Patreon of someone, you can, you have access, most of the time. Anytime I've done it, you have access to the back printables and some of the videos and whatever. It depends on what tiers and all that good stuff. But, let's see, there's another one in here. And I want to use these because I actually got to chit-chat with her on Monday. What day was that? Let's see. Well, I didn't really do a good job of showing them to you, did I? I love all of these large, and different colors. It's kind of like the same thing, just different colors. The days of the week. And then I love these big numbers. They're all different. These are little butterflies with numbers in them. Those are so cute. And like I said, I only printed off a few things. This would be a neat journal spot. But see, there's that, the days of the week again. And then here's another one that's different days of the week. You know, it looks like different color graph paper behind it. So, what day? Well, let's do that one. That was Monday. So, oh, it already has a number on it, darn it. See what I get for pre-planning. And it's upside down because I tried to peel it off. It took part of the page with it, but that's okay. Because I want to use one of these. I'll use this big 8 right here. And cut into it. And some of the things I cut up while we were chit-chatting. So I have some of them in my little envelopes over here. Let's see. And oh yes, some of these are so cute. Look at, I'm going to put that on that day. I'm going to put the journal on this day. And look at these scissors, y'all. Okay, so I was cutting them out and talking to her, and I had them laying on the desk there, and I actually went to pick them up as if they were my own scissors. Are they not so cute? Trying to think of what else I did Monday. Well, I have it written down. Why don't you look? I was just home. I think I did laundry, I did vacuuming, I did all those things, but I played while we were talking. So, I am going to at least use that much. So, I have these. And then, of course, you know I found bunnies. If there's bunnies somewhere, I will find them. Look. Aren't they precious? These were from her April, I think. You know, Christmas, I guess. Aren't they cute? So, I'm going to use one of them. Might use this one. Because, you know, it's not... No, I think I'm going to use that one. In my comfy clothes, crafting. So, the bunnies got their own envelope. And so did the little crafty items. Again, if I could find my label maker. But I thought this stuff was so cute. So I'm just going to decorate this page. Let's see. I need to cut this out a little bit better. And glue it over that spot that's now, you know, ripped paper. I'm glad I got that up because that was going to drive me crazy because it was upside down. And I actually could tell it was upside down. So... Now, let me look to see if I want to cover up that Monday, because you see that there's another color back there, right? That's because I had the wrong day on there. So, I don't like that either. Well, look at there. It came up. I mean, it took part of the page with it, but it came up. So, I might put Happy Day on here, or I might put Friends. Oh, I know what I'm going to put. I'm going to put this Creative Adventures. See, I went to pick up those scissors again. I'm telling you. Yep. I did. I might can put this on here instead of, and I'll save that journal for another day. Look at all that. I love those little flowers. Those are so pretty. And those are too. They look like chamomile. So, let's see. I have a purple 8. So, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this. I have a Wednesday on here. Was it really Wednesday? No, it was Monday. Oh, my goodness. I'm struggling. Sunday, Monday. Monday, right up top. I must have fiddled with and struggled with this for I don't know how long on that live. And finally, someone told me, because I had, let me do this before I start talking about other days of the week and then I mess it up again. Let me get Monday the 8th on here. There. And I don't know what I had on there Tuesday. I had Tuesday and I had the day that, this current day, the one that we were doing the collage on, I had that as, see you see 2 flowers on there? I had it as the 9th there because I had that one. Yeah, anyway. Yep. I had it really messed up. So maybe after this week or after today, maybe I can kind of get back. See that, it serves me right for putting the days on my journal. Because usually I will count them again. And I didn't. I just took it for, took for granted that I had the right day on the page before and I went with it. So, yeah, cute. So I might save that one for later. Something behind there. Okay. Glue, and of course I could have put a lot of this on the the day we did the live, but I don't have any room on that page. And I had it on the wrong page, like the wrong page in my journal. And I said it figures because it was one of the first times in a little while that I have actually done that. That I've actually glued it all the way into my, or didn't do it on a separate sheet of paper. How's that? All right, I might be about to do something you don't see me do very often. Let's use my purple. Not the same color purple. Finally found some little scraps of paper. I'm hoping this teal is better. Okay. I might use teal for this blue for part of it anyway. Yeah. Just wanted some little sketchy color. Yeah, I kind of figured that might go through where I tore that off. I was trying to go over that really light. That, and I'm about to glue something on it. This one does not want to cooperate. Pretty close. Not quite the same thing. All right, I'll let that go for just a second. And do I want... Yeah, I do. I want to put some purple over here. I'll probably just like rotate the colors, like blue, purple. Alternate. That was the right word. Here we go. I just want to make sure I don't mark the pages off the edges. It's not going to bleed through. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to mark the edges. I kind of like the color that when it runs over the blue. Kind of like that color. This is way wetter than when I use my, you know, like the inks, the ink blobbing. So I was gonna say I probably should have started this at the beginning, you know, done this at the beginning of the video, but I didn't know what I was gonna want on here exactly. So that's pretty dry though. It's getting there. I'm trying not to do it real thick, but then it looks kind of streaky, so. I'm thinking that you have to change the nozzle or clean off the nozzle. I wish I didn't have to keep scrubbing back and forth. Maybe I'm not pushing hard enough, or, you know, like not letting enough ink come out. Uh-oh. Let me try pushing a little harder instead of scrubbing. Because that's what I was wondering, if maybe I was scrubbing too hard. But see the little ink boogers that get everywhere? Oop, 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 oop. Not good, not good. Yeah. I don't know if that's part of the, I'm hoping it's part of the paper and not part of the dauber topper. I would not think that that was starting to, I mean, I'm assuming it's this because I ran over that raw paper, but I would hope that it's not the dauber topper yet, because I have not had those, you know, I haven't used them that much. Anyway, who knows? So I think I'm gonna get these glued on, and then I'm going to probably wrap this one up. Let me see if this is dry enough. You know, it usually looks better once you get stuff on it, I think. So let me get this back out. Get this glued on here before I forget what day it is. So you know, if you're in the market for, you know, some really good printables and some really cute stuff, go check out Lydia at February and June, her Patreon. And I mean, because there's so much stuff. I mean, I only scratched the surface. I think it's 3 years worth of items. Okay, let me try it this way so that it doesn't end up on there upside down too. That it looks like it's drawn like on a book page. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of crafty stuff over here. Maybe like this. That. And the scissors, maybe. Oh no, the Posca. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of room to write, maybe, maybe not. Why would I want to do that? But I will certainly remember. Anyway, had a nice little chat. And there we go. All right, and the little bunny fits perfectly right here. I love that, you know, there's a place where people can draw, you know, this cute stuff. And I don't know if I'm gonna put that on there or not. I'm gonna put this and kind of layer it over the, no, I'm gonna put it down here. Yeah, I'll do the glue. Anyhow, so I had some of these printed, but I think and so I was cutting them as we talked. And but what I was saying was, I'm so glad that they have an outlet that people can, you know, kind of have their artistic, not everything has to be fine art. What I'm trying to say. I love all the hand-drawn journal, you know, it's like clip art, but somebody drew it. Well, probably somebody drew all the clip art too. See, like I have this piece of clip art. I don't know who drew it. I just found it on the internet. But I know who drew this, you know. And I love being able to support, you know, someone's artistic journey like that. So I think that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna, again, you know, I might be able to use my white gel pen on here. We're gonna find out. I have one of those Signo Uniball, but I also have, well, I have other color gel pens also. So let me see how, that's a jelly roll. It's not fabulous. Let's see if it shows up on the purple. Not really. I have a purple jelly roll pen. That one actually shows up better. Okay. I don't get to use that one very often. I might use that to journal. If not, then I'll come back and find a, you know, just something to lighten that up and maybe just make some lines. Or, you know, I have some black lined paper somewhere and I haven't been able to find it, but I have some, so I'll probably go back and put some little journaling spot. Or, oh, I have Posca pens. Duh. Yeah, I almost forgot. I don't have a purple. I have, let's see, I'm white. My thin one is kind of a teal color. I don't know if that will show up. Well, maybe. I can't personally write with these, but what I can do is kind of make some journaling lines. Like that. What you think? I might have to do them a couple times to get it to show up good, but I don't think any of that'll go through. That's got a couple layers in there. So anyway, I'm just playing. And I got to use some things that I had said I wanted to use more this month. My Posca pens. I'm using my ink daubers again. And yeah, so I will figure out if I'm going to use, I might use this, you know, purple jelly pen, or I don't know, I have other colors too, so I might find a, you know, something else that I need to probably get, probably need to get a, okay, this is a teal jelly pen. I really like this one. I showed you this one time. I got it from Office Depot. I only got one color. They sold them individually. And I really like the way it writes. And it's thicker and I can hold it better. So, I smudged my white there. Anyway, I am definitely going to go back and get some more of these. But I have these. And so I'm going to use them. And I'll just write about our little chat, or that we chatted. And that you know, these are her printables and all of that fun stuff. And then somewhere on here, I will put something about, oh, my husband had a meeting that night, and, you know, I did some vacuuming and things like that. And as a matter of fact, if I have a vacuum, I know I have a vacuum. I printed one out specifically for today too. Aha, right here. But I was just mainly printing out some extra things. Now, okay. This is certainly not what I look like when I clean. I don't know about you, but, you know, black high heels and a pink short dress and some black stockings. I don't, yeah, I don't even own such things, so, but she does have rubber gloves on. So I don't know, you know, if anybody cleans like that, but more power to you if you do. I also don't look like that. Perhaps if I looked like that, I might wear that, you know, maybe she came home right from work and, you know, didn't have time to change, and she needed to clean in a hurry because she was having a hot date come over. Or, you know, company of some sort. Hot date sounds way more exciting, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've dated, and from what I hear, I am so glad I am not in the dating pool. Or in, you know, having to be in the dating scene, because I've heard it's quite a doozy. So, I am grateful for that, if for nothing else. So, but I know I did that. And I have to look and see what else. I know he had a meeting, fishing meeting that night. And I love my, all of my new printables. And I can't wait to print some more. And I think we got a couple of days done, didn't we? Yeah, I just got to go add some color and journaling to this. So that's 8th, 9th, and 10th, which today is the 10th. Need to go back and finish this, figure out what I'm going to do for a background. I'm getting those little blobs all over me from those daubers, or it was pulling up the paper. So I need to backtrack and finish Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You would have thought. I had company. Okay, my husband was out of town, and I had company. Meaning I had somebody here with me most of the time, and then Sunday we did the live. And, you know, normally when we did a live, this page would have been full, but we filled that page. Because this is the day that the prompts technically come out. So, I try to do, I have this little thing that I posted on Instagram and Facebook, or no, not Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. So I printed that off so I'd remember that. And then this was, I thought this was just too funny not to put on this page, you know, just to represent, because this is, we talked about typing class and we talked about all of that. And yeah, so I will figure out, I'm gonna kind of play around with it and see what I want to put on there. And anyway, and then I might bring you back to, I know we're going backwards, but you know, who knows, I might turn the camera back on when I'm doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I know I will definitely turn the camera back on, and we're gonna do, I did not do the calendar last month, and I really like it, and I know that it gets to a certain place in the month where it seems like it doesn't make sense to do it, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway. So yeah, there's that. So I'm gonna do that right here, and I will I'll bring you back for that. Well, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will talk. Ooh, I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. And I will see you on the next page. Bye.